She was everything that the Portland Fire needed and then some.
Dishes out to Styles. Jackie, middle of the key, fadeaway. Tough shot, got it.
How did that thing go down?
You talk about an energizer bunny. That girl just didn't know how to stop.
It was such an honor to be a part of their organization.
It'd be easy to assume that the Portland Fire didn't have enough support during its 3-season run in the WNBA. But to everyone in the trenches of the Fire organization, that couldn't be farther from the truth.
Attendance for those 3 years, 8,000 about average. That was a more than respectable mark.
Great crowd on hand that just is ready to get into this baby.
Support wasn't the reason why that team went away. The shame of it is that the fan base in Portland could have supported a team for a long, long time.
At the end of 2002, the team officially folded. The decision caught everyone off guard.
The Fire, that team was gone, and it was gone in a second.
I was shocked that the team folded because, like I said, we were one of the better attended games, and the city of Portland just really wrapped their arms around us.
After the third year, we were bound to do good things, and so that was really disappointing. It just came as a real surprise.
I never felt like we were close to folding, and our staff was caught very unaware, and we were continuing to work as if we were about to embark on our 4th season.
It was a stunning chain of events. You have no chance to say goodbye to anybody.
It was heartbreaking. It felt like we were losing a child.
Portland would have been fine if we would have just stuck with it. I think the early lean years were to be expected, and when that plug was pulled, it was way too early.
Team ownership is an investment, and all investments come with risk, even for the likes of someone as successful as Paul Allen. A combination of external factors like the bursting dot-com bubble and the country's post-9/11 economic contraction also hit the already struggling franchise.
That really was the game changer. It was simply the economics of what that world event created.
Even as the Fire faced its closure, not all hope was immediately lost. Rumors of an offer to buy Portland's WNBA franchise began to spread throughout the community. The potential new owners? Former Trailblazer Clyde Drexler and longtime Portland area businessman Terry Emmert.
Ultimately, anybody that came to the table that had wanted a deal was looking for it to be subsidized by Paul Allen. And if he was going to do that, then he wouldn't sell the team or he wouldn't fold the team. If he was going to go ahead and continue to invest in the team, he'd keep it because he was proud to bring women's sports to Portland.
Ultimately, no deal was made. In the end, it was declared that the franchise would not continue.
It's hard to see those business decisions made around something that feels so special to you. And that's the hard part to reconcile, particularly for fans, and I get that.
Nobody did anything wrong. The finances were not great at the time. A business decision was made. Do I wish there had been more passion behind the decision? Yes, but you can't argue with business decisions.
One thing is certain, the Portland Fire meant a lot to everybody involved.
It was, like I said, one of the best times of my life.
The Fire have done it. They've won 9 of 10. And they've just knocked off the 4-time champion, Houston Comets.
It was such a treat to see women's professional basketball at the highest level park itself in Portland for 3 years.
The city of Portland was so personable, so welcoming, and I'll never forget how they made me feel.
We were part of something that was shaping Portland, and even though it didn't last as long as we had hoped and didn't have probably quite the impact we would have hoped long term, I think it set a course that we can pick up on at some point.
I still run into people when I go to Blazer games that say, I cannot believe that the Portland Fire is not here anymore.
It's safe to say that the Portland Fire organization was a pioneer in the now thriving Pacific Northwest women's sports landscape.
Michaela Pivic with the winning shot!
Back in the individual championship. Triple-double queen, Sabrina Ionescu.
There is serious momentum. People are paying attention to these women athletes and their respective teams.
Just look around the state of Oregon. The love and support for the Portland Thorns and their success has been a powerful movement in women's sports in the state of Oregon, not to mention the big achievements and support for both the University of Oregon and Oregon State's women's basketball programs has been a huge impact as well. Plus, all eyes were on the Pacific Northwest with the stardom of former Ducks guard Sabrina Ionescu.
She is a superstar on and off the court. The fact that she's been around the Oregon State really has people excited about both her and women's basketball.
And to the north of Portland, the Seattle Storm's continued success, along with the Seattle Reign, has helped the Northwest become a women's sports powerhouse. The support and love for women's sports in this region runs deep. So is it time for Portland to get a WNBA franchise once again? Can we bring back the Portland Fire?
If they do, give me a call.
I'm shocked it hasn't happened yet.
I have no question that the city of Portland could do the WNBA right if given a second chance.
Definitely for it. First-class organization, and they would do it the right way.
It's a resounding yes from the former Portland Fire players and staff.